19 years ago, Mumbai's lifelines turned into graveyards. 7 bombs exploded across first-class compartments, shattering lives and forever scarring the city's psyche. Today, in a verdict that shocked the nation, the Bombay High Court acquitted every single person accused, closing the chapter on one of India's deadliest terror attacks with a verdict of not proven, not guilty. Justice demands answers. Yet, for the families of the 187 innocent people killed and over 800 others wounded on July 11, 2006, the only answer delivered was disbelief. The prosecution utterly failed, and that's according to the High Court, demolishing years of investigation, thousands of witness statements, and the hopes of closure for a battered city. All 12 men, 5 previously sentenced to death, 7 to life imprisonment, now walk free. Their convictions dashed as the court declared the evidence too unreliable and the case riddled with doubt. So what happened on July 11, 2006? A series of 7 bomb blasts occurred in the first-class compartments of 7 suburban local trains of Mumbai between 6:23 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 6:29 p.m. Indian Standard Time. They exploded near the stations of Matunga Road, Mahim Junction, Bandra, Khar Road, Jogeshwari, Bayandar and Bolivari. 7 pressure cooker bombs packed with RDX and ammonium nitrate detonated with chilling precision, bringing Mumbai's rush hour commute to a standstill. Investigators raced to track down the perpetrators. 13 men were charged, confessions were extracted, witnesses were paraded, evidence was meticulously stitched together. But 19 years later, the court said the prosecution utterly failed to prove the case against the accused. The big question staring in the faces of many, including the victims, is, if all convicted were innocent, then who stood behind the bombs and how could justice veer so dramatically off course? Until these deeper mysteries are resolved, the scars from that day will only deepen. For more on this, our principal correspondent Disha Shah has sent us this report from Mumbai.
"19 years after the 2006 Mumbai train blast incident that claimed lives of more than 185 people and over 800 people were injured, in a very significant ruling today, the Bombay High Court acquitted all the 12 accused in this case. Remember, in the year 2015, the trial court had convicted all 12 of them, including death penalty for the 5 and life imprisonment for the remaining accused. But today, the Bombay High Court clearly stated and passed an order saying that the prosecution failed to prove charges against them. In fact, it also questioned the statements of the witnesses. In fact, the High Court today also observed that the evidences that were submitted in the court, which were recovered during the investigation, like the arms, explosives, and even maps, were all unrelated to the case. In fact, they could also not prove what kind of bombs were used. So finally, an order was passed stating that all 12 of them have been acquitted and they can now walk freely. This is Disha Shah reporting here for WION from Mumbai.